Hello, everybody, and welcome to this live. I hope you are doing well. We are back on these lives about our application. I just saw that something went wrong here. I don't know. Unload when. Yeah, it's really weird. Give me a second. Yeah, there we go. Some stuff are disappearing. I hope you are doing well, guys. There's a bit a new configuration here. I don't know if you see me well or not. Just switch to the code to see. Okay, all right. So as we see, oh god, I got a timeout on Supabase. What's happening? So what we're gonna do tonight is we are going to continue on our application, which is here. Welcome baby app. All right, so I'm gonna make a quick presentation just after. But before, I'm going to deal with this image, which is maybe, yeah, I think it's good. This way to zoom a bit more. I think it's better this way. Yes, I think it is. Okay, I hope you see me like this. I think we are good. How are you doing? Thank you for the 2 viewers online right now. I think Kawa is online. Hi Kawa, hi. Do not hesitate to talk in the chat if you want to talk to me. We are going to continue on this application now, but I think, I don't know why we got a timeout on this. Okay, good. So I'm going to try to log in again, but it seems that there's a problem with it. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to log into Supabase. So if you don't know Supabase, let me introduce you to this amazing product that doesn't work actually for tonight. God, I don't get any luck. Maybe not in the local storage, maybe in the application side. I don't know. This is weird. It keeps turning and I can't log in. Okay, so that's a big problem because I'm supposed to be able to log in. So I'm going to quit and come back again this way. So let me introduce you to Supabase. Waiting for that. Okay, Supabase, it's an amazing product. I love it. Hi Kawa. It's an amazing product. So with Supabase, you can just create a backend like this, okay? And you can store data. You can create authentication and etc. etc. So when I go on actually on localhost, yes, 3000 this way, I got my app running. So this is an app that I created last time. Basically, it's a very basic app. So here we can create pages to collect money for babies. So I've created all of this, all this form down there. And up there, when I click here, I arrive on my profile. So I got a profile there. I can log out. I can enter my IBAN account number if I want to get paid. And of course, I can create pages. And what we want to do, we want to create the whole, we want to create the whole authentication on Supabase. And we also want to deal with the page creation, the images, etc., etc. And I planned this live since maybe, I don't know. I think I planned this live since a week or 2 weeks. And the night I want to do it, it doesn't work. It's crazy. So Supabase here, built in a weekend, scale to millions. You can deal with database, authentication, storage, add function. You don't need to install it. You can use it for free to start. So let's go, let's sign in. So I'm supposed to sign in here. Is it going to work? And it seems it doesn't work tonight. So I think I might going to get back on Twitter and talk to Supabase and tell them that I can't. So let me check that. Supabase, I can't log in tonight. Weird. I'm going to tell that to them because yeah, you see it keeps turning around and it's a bit a problem. I think application Okay, I don't got any, I got nothing that can just keep turning around. So maybe I should create a new account. Well, that's what I did last time. Whatever. And down there, I'm going to create, yes, that's the account I had. So I'm going to try to sign up and see what's gonna happen, but it's a bug that doesn't arrive at the right time, okay? And that's a problem. That's a problem for me. Let me put that here. Signing up. I just got a timeout. I don't understand why. I'm going to try to clear the cache and do it again. Because on GitHub, I'm already signed in and there's no problem with that. So maybe I should sign out and go to my other account. I don't even remember if it's or not my... Okay, cool. I'm supposed to be logged in right now, so let's try again. Turning around right now. Weird. And there's no solution. Let me check that. See new tweets. Thank you, Nazim, for the retweet. But Supabase doesn't answer. Okay. It's weird. It's really weird. Barely just in proof. They put all the tweets there. So maybe I can make a presentation on it while waiting to see if it's going to work or not. So yeah, basically what we're going to do here, we are going to import our client this way in our code. And later we will be able to log in. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we will be able to do, which is really cool. And then after that, you see, we will be able to read messages in real time. All right. We will be able to select or write elements or update elements. It's an amazing tool. It's really, really crazy. Yeah, build your app without leaving the dashboard. And also you got a dashboard there. So just look at it. Get a dashboard and you can create your own tables. But that's not everything. You can also create relation between tables. And there is code that is generated by the API. There's a lot of stuff. It's just amazing. Let's start again. Let's try to log in again. Okay, GitHub. I'm going to put GitHub is giving me a timeout. And I don't understand why. It's weird. Well, if there is a problem, we can still continue to develop our page, which is really dumb, with like maybe a footer or something like this, and translate it after. Okay, whatever. I'm going to try to begin with that. So I'm going to type Supabase documentation while I will wait for this. Okay, so Supabase CLI, Supabase start and stuff, that's not what I want. What I want is the JavaScript documentation, so installing, and there we go. So I'm going to stop my project there. All right, I'm going to install Supabase. And after that, when it's done, I have to create a file to initialize Supabase. And here I got a lot of examples. And I already created an app. And I'm going to just inspire me from this app, which is blockchain jobs. All right, cool. So I'm supposed to have an environment file there. So I show the keys, but I should not, with Vite Supabase URL and Vite Supabase anon. So I'm going to create here an env.file. I'm just going to copy paste this, and there we go. And check. All right, there. Cool. So I got my env file here, and in my source I'm supposed to have something like this. So we're gonna write it together. We need to initialize our Supabase instance, so supabase.js, and in there I need to import my clients. I'm going just to copy paste all of this. All right, there we go. And once I have this, I can import my Supabase client anywhere, and especially, so here, especially I can import it. So I got an empty, which is empty list, but whatever. I think I got an hot folder, hot, which is here, and that is really cool because I think that's what I already got inside my Vue login. So I'm going to unzoom, sorry for that. Yes, and in my Vue login, I got everything here that is set up. So if I get back in here, yes, there's a success also element. So we can start working on this. So here I'm supposed to be logged in, but in my store, I'm going to remove this fake user. Reactive new. You have to start again. Yarn dev. Okay, cool. Okay, and when I click on login, I got an error. Initializing Supabase. Okay. Cannot read property type of null, which is where in card of view. Yeah. Of course. So I got already an error there that I need to deal with. Oh yes. Let's say that if there is a user, guys, otherwise we don't do anything. There we go. Okay, so when I will click on this, I will send the email, and I want to have a confirmation that the user has been recorded. So here I'm going to have a, so it's not really a state, but reactive. So let me check at my snippet. Remember, what I use all the time is my snippets that I write by myself. So I want to have some v reactive. So when I write v reactive, it's going to give that. Snippets, guys, it's really, really important. Just create your own snippets. So I'm going to get back in this v reactive. There we go. Here I'm going to put a ref. And we want a success true, success undefined. Okay, so back there. Okay, there we go. So I have all of this, the input and the text, and I'm not sure I want to show all of this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create an alert rounded LG. So all of this is Tailwind, of course. Rounded LG. py of 2, px of 3. Okay, this is a success alert. All right, cool. So text white. Text white. This is a success alert. Okay, cool. So remember what we have also is an internationalization system. So here we share, actually, we share our language there. So basically what we can have is an alerts. There we go. And here is going to be login. Alors, what did I do? Check your email to, yeah, let's put this. So alerts. There we go. So that here. And here we're gonna put so alerts.login. I think it's going to work. Check your email. Okay, that's the thing we want. Actually, I don't know if you want. Yes, I think we want 500. All right, cool. So this is done. Check your email to login. And here it's going to be vif state.success, because we have a state up there with success. And this one is going to be div. So not with a class, but vif, okay, vif no state success. So it means that the other one is going to be a velse. Velse, there we go. And if I put it on success on true. Okay, cool. And we don't want that also. Huh? Yes, that's better. So maybe it's a bit big. I'm going to give some style to it. Max width will be 500 pixels. And we want it to be MX Auto. Okay, cool. So false. So what did I do here in this authentication? There's a const handle login that calls Supabase. So up there, I'm going to import what? I'm going to import from @/Supabase. Normally it's going to work because I got Supabase there. I have my client there that is supposed to be initialized when I launch it. And then I'm in console under login, which will be an asynchronous function. All right. And I got everything there. So I can do a try catch. Actually, I'm going to copy paste all of this and put this way. State.success is equal to true. And I'm going to send the email value. And when I'm going to click on here, I want to send click handle. There we go. Handle login value. Actually, it's state.login. State.loading, sorry. And I want to pass the loading to the button. Okay, so let's try at first. So we already got an error. Let's look at it. Supabase URL is required. Yeah, because it still doesn't work. So let's try again to log in. Because it's super weird. It doesn't work at all. Ah, God! Amazing. There we go. We can start the stream after 30 minutes. Oh, God, I'm sorry for that, guys. There we go. So, we are on Supabase. We've created a project. We created a profile. And what we want to do, we want to create a new project. So here I'm going to click on new project and blah, blah, blah. And it's going to be called Welcome Baby App. Okay. The password, we're going to generate this password, whatever. I'm going to click on create a new project. And for free, we will have this project with 500. Now the stream is okay, Seikawa. Yes, absolutely. So down there, yeah, I got the API key. So I got my API key there. Okay. And after that, I got my URL. So I'm going to get back on my environment file. So my key is here and my URL is here on the top. I can start again my application and cool. I'm going to write a message. We finally did it. Supabase. I think there was a problem with the API or something like this. Okay, cool. So, okay. Now let me make a presentation on Welcome Baby app. So as you see right now, there is a setting up project up there. And all right, there we go. It's done. So which is cool is that there's a lot of examples that we can try in there, okay? Me personally, I will not try this example. What I'm gonna do is going on my table editor and I'm going to introduce you to Supabase tables. So basically here I can click on create new table. I can give a name, description, and put as much column as I want because it's Postgres, okay? And I can also choose on the type. I can put functions that will do stuff for me. And it will also be an important subject. It's the row level security. So row level security, it's the feature of Supabase that is really, really useful, all right? So I'm going to close this. And then what I'm going to use is the SQL editor. And that's something I love with Supabase. It's that the SQL editor helps me to get queries already written that I can trigger. So here we got a lot of examples and stuff. And down there we got user management starter. So this is what I'm going to click. Here we see that a query has been created, and let's look at this query. It's a create table profile. So we got profile that will be created. Then we got an alter table profile and we will enable row security. And what's going to happen is that public profiles will be viewable by everyone. So everybody will be able to view the profiles. That's what we want, because in our application, later we want that on pages, we will be able to display user with their profile. User can insert their own profile. So basically it's supposed to be only users can insert their own profile, I mean, because, oh yeah, because after that it's written that for insert we check if auth ID is equal to ID. Then create policy, users can update their own profile, of course. After that we have a function and handle new user, and yeah, there we go, public profile, ID, values, full name, avatar URL, returns new, okay. Language PSQL, create trigger on every, okay, create trigger on auth user created after insert, okay. After every time there is an auth user created, we call this function, and this function will insert public profile ID EU, okay, very cool. And then we set up our storage, because on Supabase you can also store images. Storage buckets, value, avatar URL. So I'm going to zoom a bit because I don't think you see very well. Cool. So we're gonna use avatars. That's cool, as images, and they will be publicable, accessible, absolutely. And anyone can upload an avatar. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, so here I can have a lot of queries, okay, that I can use in the future. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to click on run, and immediately it's done. Now I will have a database, okay, sorry, a table with profiles, and here we see that we have a list of profile, etc., etc. Okay, let's now look the database. Here we have the model that we created, and if we get back to the SQL editor, we still have the model that is done, okay. So basically, let's go now on authentication, and on authentication there's a lot of stuff we can see. There is the policies, there are the providers, there are email templates, because every time you are going to log in there will be an email that will be sent. When you use when you invite a user, is going to be the same, magic link, change email address, reset password, etc., etc. And there is also the URL configuration. So for now, it's HTTP localhost 3000. Later, it will be the name of your website, of course. So let's get back on providers, and now we see that email is enabled. And this is cool because this is exactly what we did here. We want to sign in with email. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test if I'm connected or not. So here I'm going to put test email at yopmail.com. I'm going to click. Supabase auth sign in is not a function. Okay, all right. So Supabase auth sign in is not a function. Because it doesn't come from the right place, I think. Let me check with that. Supabase. Okay, we're good. No, still got a problem. So what's happening in here? I got my Supabase, which is here. We create our client. Okay, that's good. Here we handle our login. I think I didn't initialize Supabase. That's what I did. Let me see there. There is the auth state change also to do, if I remember well. So this is a messy project, and don't look at that, guys, because it's very, very messy project. So what we're supposed to do at first is to go on our app, and in here also import Supabase. Check, there we go. And what we want to do, we see it here. We want to check on auth state change. So supabase.auth.on auth state change, which is a function. All right, if I remember well. Cool, an asynchronous function. I don't know why. Or maybe it was with that. Okay. So I'm going to put underscore session, and I want to console log the session. I want to see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to put testing at yopmail.com. Okay, it's still bugging because I'm going to console log the error. Did I put the V model? Okay, it threw me the error. Supabase.auth.signin is not a function. So let me check. I want to console log if there is still check, because it's going to piss me off. All right. All right, cool. Supabase.auth. We're supposed to do it. So let's look. That's the cool thing with Supabase, is that there's a very good documentation there. So I'm going to get back. I got an answer. I think it's them. Maybe not. No, maybe not. So supabase.com, and here we got documentation. Auth. Yes, there is ant there. Apple. Check. Slack. Sign in with OAuth, role level security policies. I know all of that, guys. Loading with email, sign in with password. God, I made a mistake. I'm sorry, guys. I make us lose time, but sign in with password at yopmail.com. That's cool. Just for the example, I'm going to click invalid loading credentials. Okay. I want to be there because I want to see the moment I get one. Okay, invalid credentials because sign in with password. No, it's not sign in with password. What I did that? It's sign in with email. Configure email settings. Enable on providers. But I think it was enabled. Look at that. It's enabled. Sign in with email. All right, so it's supposed to work. So I'm going to get back on my old example. If I get an email, I'm supposed to be there. And on Supabase, create client. All right. Supabase.js is installed, so we're not supposed to have a problem. Sign in. No, I don't understand. Sign in or sign up. I think it's sign up. But why does it work in here? Sign up requires a valid password. Sign in. Oh, we can't sign in anymore like this? Let me check something, because there is Zernonia, which is a very good Zernonia, and I think it's Supabase. Okay, all right. So we can go on mine. I'm going to look at the comments. Okay, let me go there. Vue Supabase, and it's supposed to work. Huh? Components, auth. It's sign in. I know what I got. It's sign in what I got, of course. Supabase, auth. Supabase.auth.signing, and on the authentication with email with magic link. God, it's my fault. It's not signing anymore, so it's signing with OTP. Or why did it work by the past? I think it's changed, so it's going to be there. So Supabase at yopmail.com is going to be Supabase test. Look at that. It finally worked. And if I go here on my users, look, I got my user that is waiting for verification. So now what we need to do is to go on Yopmail and just put our address there. And there we go. We've got it. So when I click on it, look at that. Bam. So you don't see it now, but I got this object, which is my current user right now. And there is the access token, the refresh token, there's everything there. And there are a lot of information there, and what we want to catch is this user. So to catch this user, it's on the session there. I'm going to update, and you see, hey Supaship, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you. I'm implementing Supabase right now. All right, so I got my user there, and what I want to do, I want to store it to my store. So I'm going to import from stores/user, and here we got a store that is, yes, use user store. There we go. So I can close that. And so I got my use user store. There we go. So const my store here is just going to be that. All right, cool. So now I've got my session there, and I want to catch in the session the user. So what I'm going to do is on my store, I got my add user. So I'm going to type store add user of session.user actually. So if there is a session, okay, and session.user, all right, cool, we're gonna add this guy, okay. So I'm going to update, and I think we're good. We're supposed to have the user in the session, and for that in Vue I can use, okay, all right. So let me console log. Let me log this session.user that we got. Okay, we've got this user with an email there, and however, it doesn't work in the store function add user. So what I'm going to do is const, I'm going to is equal to store. I'm going to instead do this. I don't know if it's really reactive at this step, but we're going to use it like this. Okay, cool. And of course, I'm going to console log if my store is good, because I think it's user.js. I don't think it will apply this on user.js. Okay, I got the proxy there. And my view here state doesn't find him. I also got my get current user, which is up there, get current user, and computed is returning my user. So it's supposed to work, and I'm going to log. All right, log my get current user, which is at null. And I think if we set it at null instead of this, there we go. We've got our user up there, which is W. And who is W? I don't think W is good. It's not supposed to be W. And it didn't work actually. It's a fake thing. So we got undefined there, and here we've got return our user. And actually, instead what we should have is this user there, which is on undefined. All right, so let's say that console log, when we add the user, okay, we really got the user there, but it is not applied. Oh god, I'm so dumb. I'm dumb. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's user store there and user store this way. Why do I make such mistake? I make very, very dumb mistakes. Assignment to constant variable, of course. Okay, cool. So user is not defined. Ah oui, user store. All right. All right, cool. Ah, it's applied after or before the Pinia store is installed. So there is, I think, a reason. I think there is a reason on that. It's faster than the store, which is very interesting. Okay, so let's go back on our login page. Well, it's not login page actually, it's in my header, because what I have on my header is current user, which is here. I don't know why we did that last time. So let me put that this way. Okay. Okay. Store add user. So it's supposed to push our thing there. User store is equal to user. Store.user. It's not initiated at the moment we need. Okay. Okay, let's say that we do that. Okay, we've got our T there. Okay, so this is working. And this one is not working. So we want to wait when the store is initiated. Actually, we would like to have something like this, but I don't know why he's doing that. It makes no sense. It's in the application. Maybe I shouldn't do it inside my... Maybe I shouldn't do it there. Actually, what I should do, it's in iHeader. So on auth state changed. And then we bring Supabase there. Yeah, let's do it in here. It's more interesting. If get current user. Cool. Okay, Supabase is not defined, of course, like always. Okay, he's doing it also there, so we can remove it from there. All right. I have to admit that it takes time. I'm sorry for that, guys, but I tried to understand what's happening in here. So we don't get user there. We got user store. I'm going to change the music because it's a bit dark for now. Okay, this one is good. All right, so let's try to focus again. It's the end of the day. I know it's hard, but we are supposed to fetch our element in here. Then we're supposed to have our store, which is ID user. And does it really work this way? I think this example is bad because of Piña, and that's a problem. So I'm going to get start again. Yes, that's the thing, you know, guys. Just doing shit. That's my fault. Huh? I'm supposed to we got a function there, but yes, I think it's better this way. It's my fault. So we've got actions, and in the action we got a add user, which just going to be this, and add user there. This dot, yes, of course, the current user. This dot current user is supposed to be our user. Okay, cool. And at the end, there's nothing else, huh? Except the getter. I used to think it was better to do that. And here we want get current user. All right, it's supposed to be good. There we go. It was me. I just did something bad there. And to be honest, I think we can move it back to our app. And that's it, huh? That's good, huh? On the header, I can remove that. Okay, update. Use user store is not defined. Of course it is. Okay, good. Use user store is not defined. Okay, right, good. Let's give an update. And it doesn't work again. Session.user. Yes, we've got it. So I'm logged in as Supabase test at yopmail.com. It's done. Let me check with something. So settings. It's, what is it? It's general parameters. General parameters. It's not this. I want to turn off the night shift. Thank you. It's way better. Okay, cool. So if we get back in here on Supabase and I update, let's see. We will see that. Yes, there we go. I'm logged in. Okay, cool. So I'm going to zoom out. Maybe, yes. Okay, so Supabase test got an account. All right. So now let's simply click on this logout button. So I don't remember where is it. I think it's on the user card. Logout. We're gonna do the same, but there we're gonna check at the logout. So can I search logout? Sign out? Sign out. Flutter library, JavaScript library. Okay, that's what I want. So what I can do is typing Supabase blah blah blah. Okay, cool. And then I want to have a function. No, let's say that call. I think I had a, so let me check, because on my snippet I had this code there, which is v setup, v reactive, description, v props, v user store that I use all the time, VTS, v setup, v reactive, then try catch finally, and then a ref. So doesn't matter. I'm going to create my sign out function, which will return what, which will be asynchronous. And all right, and of course it's going to be in a try catch finally, and in this try catch finally I will have there this, and I don't have any state though, so I'm going to create my state on top level this way. So I got my state login, state stuff, and I'm going to push, of course you understood, loading as a state dot loading there. Okay, so my button got the loading state. If there is a props logout, because sometimes I don't want to show this logout button, and when I update, there we go. Okay, so on click this button, sign out, exactly, and that's what it will do. And what I want to do, I want to redirect my my page, so I'm going to use router. So import from Vue router, and what I want to have here, I want to have my use router. There we go. And then const router will be what? Will be use router, and that's it. So I'm going to bring that at the top level, that at the down level, and the define props will be there. I don't think we need to import define. Not sure about that. And very interesting. So if it works, we want to push to what? To home. Okay, so now let's try to sign out, or to log out actually. And when I click, all right, it works. Then I'm going to try again. So I got my Supabase test there. I'm going to click there, send a magic link. Okay, so in login, I still have a console log that I need to remove. I got a lot of console log. Wow, what's this project? Login, Supabase off. Cool. I'm going to get back there. I update, and again, and now I check on login, and it didn't work. So I got to check why. I'm going to go on view. I got my current object. It's a problem of reactivity. This music is too bad. Okay, let me put another music. All right, cool. Okay. So if I update again, okay. So on my header, I have a reactivity problem that I am going to deal with now. Okay, so I got my get current user that is not really reactive, and that is a problem. Because if I put that, okay, suddenly I got him. So I'm going to do this, and if I update, get current user is not reactive. So let's get back to our store there, and we got state.current user. So maybe I should only return the state. Okay, it doesn't want that we return the state entirely. All right, cool. So there we've got get current user, which is supposed to be here. But if I put store.getCurrentUser, I think there will be reactivity, and there will be reactivity all the time. So I should say instead that, yeah, I should use store.getCurrentUser. So store.getCurrentUser. Actually, I could make a variable for that, but anyway, and I put that. So I update, and I'm logged in, and it works. So when I click here, I can log out. That's cool. Now, we're about to make it. We are going to create a new page. So for that, we have to create our page model. But before that, I'm going to get back on Twitter to see if Supabase insert me. I know there is Zach who was on the live. I don't know if Zach, you are still on the live. Super ship. I was dealing with the big problems, but I made it. Okay, let me check something, because I already had a plan for this live. So if I go on Notion, okay, let's create a database of the pages, and we are going to create it together. So now I go to my SQL editor, and I'm going to write a new query, and this query will be create table pages. So if it's not curly brackets, it's, yes, there we go. So if I remember well, I will copy paste this and I will rename it. I was stuck for a dumb problems. I'm sorry for that, guys. Create a table for public pages. At the end of this, we need to enable row security. Enable row security. Okay, I missed that. There we go. Table pages, enable row security. And of course, we can inspire ourselves from the queries that have been written already. So public profiles are viewable by everyone. So that's the thing. Only user can insert their own profile. So we're going to create a policy which will be exactly the same. So down there, create policy. Public pages can be viewable by everyone on paging for select using true. Then only users can insert their own pages. So we'll deal with that just after. So only users can insert their own pages on pages. For insert, we check auth ID is equal to user ID. And after we will see that in our model, we will get user ID. Yes, it will be the same there. Policy, users can update their own pages. I don't know if it's really English to say that. Auth user ID. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we've got this. And down there, I'm looking at stuff. I think it's good. So now what we want to do is that those pages will get an ID of type UUID. And there will be a generate. So I don't remember, but I think we can find it inside our welcome there. Create table. That's dumb, but that's useful. Show version automatically, increment field type. Okay, I'm going to remove this. I want to use the generate, so generate UUID function, and I don't know why we can't find it in here, but I think we can type this, if I remember well, as primary key, not null primary key, not null primary key, and we want to generate this key. Also, there will be a there will be a user ID, and this user ID will be a UUID that references to, which will be not null also. And I ask myself if we can make a default, can we do this? and we want that this page would be generated. Okay. Okay, so for now we got only this. So the model of a page, actually we already got it, because it's in our page there, ID, and there we go. So we got a name there, and it's going to be a varchar. So user ID. So we got a name, and let me check that. Username text unique. Username text unique. It's not text unique, but whatever. Do we put text or do we put varchar? It's interesting. Okay, so then we got a hide name, which is a boolean default false. Then we got or is already born. Okay. Then we got URL, and here it's interesting because it's supposed to be unique. If you remember well, when we create a page, we've got the name, and here we want to type something, and then we're going to check if this URL is available or not. So that's something I need to write, by the way. So this is done. Let me check all of this. Database to create. I'm going to pages. It's going to be green. Check page URL. We're going to check that just after. Okay, cool. So URL would be actually a string that will be unique, and at will be a date. Well, actually I don't think it's going to be a date, but whatever. Okay, let's try now to push this model. And we're going to use this constraint also. And we want to have constraint URL. Yes, longer than 3. Why do we have user length? Username length, char length, username length. Okay, can I put... All right. Okay. So now we got our query. Let's just test it. That's it. I'm going to go on the tables, and then I have pages with everything. But the thing is now our table doesn't generate for us the ID. And what we want to have is, do we have it? Auth UUID generate v4. And that's what I want. Okay, cool. Let's go back there, and that's what I wanted. Actually, I wanted this. So yes, I think this way it would work. I don't remember. I'm not really sure about that, guys. Just putting that this way. I'm getting back in here. Pages, profile. Okay. You know what? Just let's try to put one new page. So I go to page, inside a row, and hello, bro. And URL is going to be hello. Yes, value. No. Okay. So remember here, I got a user with an idea that I can use. So I'm gonna go down there. and use this one. Okay. And there we go. We've got our page that has been created. Okay, that's very cool. So what I can do now is I can test it and I can relate it to me. So here I'm gonna go here, and on the 6th column user ID I go here, and then I can make a relation there. And following the... That's cool. I think it's already done in this case. So I can save. Okay, so now let's say that when I arrive here, down there I want to have... Oh yeah, I got a hey on my page URL. I don't know what is it. Yeah, it's going to be here later. Here, let's say that I want to receive the pages that are related to the current user. So I can do it. And to do it, I have to unspin it. Okay. I'm not on page URL. I want to go on profile. Is here? Right, exactly. So I got this. And now I'm going to import Supabase. Which will be get pages, which will be an asynchronous function. Okay, that will do what? Oh my god. Okay, cool. And there I can do this, and I don't get any state, so I'm going to put vReactive. All right, so from string page, actually I don't know if I can put this. I'm going to console log pages. I'm not sure it's going to work. Okay, so I'm going to get back on the documentation of Supabase. Reference documentation. Database. Fetch data with the select, of course. So it's better that we do this because it didn't work. So const from pages, console log of data. All right, cool. And get, oh, so dumb. Sorry for that, guys. We got a top level await there, so we can put get await. Okay, cool. So we got the first page that is related to me. I've got it in here. Cool. So now let's try to create a new page, but with another user and not this user there. So what I'm gonna do is log out, and okay, this is a bug. I just saw a bug that we're gonna deal with later. And supabase2@yopmail.com is gonna send me the stuff. Supabase2, there we go, confirm my email, and then there we go. So I got my new user, and if I go to my view there, I got another ID that I can use. So I'm going just to copy paste this ID. I'm going to get back on Supabase, that is here. I'm going to create a new page. So I go there on page, I'm going to insert a row, and there we go. Cuckoo. Okay, So I got a URL, which is cool. And then I'm going to get back to my profile. And as we see, we still got the pages, every pages, okay? We still got access to every pages. So it means that somewhere, I think it's here on my SQL editor, I didn't say, yeah, I said that public pages were viewable by everyone. So basically it's true. We have to let that everybody can see all the pages. So the thing is, here we want to select the pages that are related just to me. And that's amazing, because to do that, what we can do, and again, we can go there. We have the API docs there in Supabase. And with this API docs, there are code that is already provided. So we can filter this code. Yes, we can filter this code. Okay, we want to select all the pages. And all the pages that are only equal to me. So user ID is equal to current user.id. And if I update there, we see that I got only one page, which is mine. Cool. That's cool. Now. Remember, in Vue.js, we can use suspense. So let's get back on suspense. Suspense is called, async setup. Ah, yes, but that's not really what we want. It's for async components. Yes, actually, that's what we want. What I'm saying. So I'm going to call suspense. So I got my list there. Let me check, because I think we're gonna get an error. Yeah, I know that. And then we have a tempo fallback. So it's supposed to be the element there. Component with async setup. Okay, so we're not going to use suspense this way, because I don't want I want my list to be a component with subcomponents that are likely usable for any kind of list. So basically, instead, we'll have a p loading vf state dot loading and v else this way. So when we get back there and we update, yeah, as you see, we get this. So now my components have loading, and loading will be what? Will be page item dot view. And actually, I don't need all of this, either this. I got a page item there. Page item loading, and we will just construct that right away, just after. And here I'm going to import page item. So do we get it? Wait a second. So if we got div, and loading page item doesn't come from anywhere. So I'm going to import my it's not on empty, it's on loading. Thank you. and we will put loading on true. So let's just remove this one. Okay, so how do I want my page item to look like? It's really easy. It's H24 BG slate 300 rounded LG. This is the kind of item that I want. There we go. So even the slate is too much, and I'm gonna say it's 100, and it's maybe 12 instead. Well, it's not 12, it's 16 instead of this. Okay, cool. So we got a list of items like this with a with a v4. It's every time the same. Got no v4 anymore. All right. Hello, Glory. How are you, my friend? So v4 item index in info. Well, actually, I don't need an index. Just get the key on 5 and class mb4, and it's supposed to be there. Why do we get a problem in this? Ah, no, sorry. Keys item. Page item there. How are you, Glory? Okay, so you see we got a list that is displayed, and later we can add some opacity. So we got our loading on false. Thank you. Where are you from, Glory? So I load and it's empty there. Okay, cool. So now we've got the pages. Like, let's say that we have, well, actually I prefer to have a pages reactive. There's this, and we're gonna pass the list there here. So we've got a list, and this is the general no page. So define props, const props is equal to define props. We want to pass now. I'm from Turkey, sir. Nice to meet you, my friend. Items will be an array. Okay, good. And now we've got items that will be pages, and here we're gonna have a list of pages. I never went to Turkey, but maybe one day I will. We've got an array there. So we got pages, which is an empty array. So props.items. Well, actually it's a list of pages, all right. I'm wrong on this. Pages. And props.pages. Show me this. We've got an empty array. So what we try to do, Glory, we just plugged in our application to Supabase, and now we want to display data and fetch data on the load. So that's what we try to do. But we didn't put, so pages is equal to data. Okay, it's empty now. Assignment to constant variable. Console log pages. Or pages is equal to an array. And actually we were gonna put it on null. All right. Looks good. Yeah, a lot of work on it. I'm trying to do my best. Sometimes it's a bit messy because I spend a lot of time trying to fixing stuff. But yeah, that's the thing. When you work in live, it's always the thing. I saw your Vue stream and I will watch them all. Thank you very much. That's very nice. I'm trying to do my best to teach people, and if I can help you by doing a lot of stuff, or if you got questions, do not hesitate. I am here for that. It's just that I'm a bit tired sometimes, so I do dumb stuff. I'm sorry about it in advance. But yeah, if you can learn by watching, that's the best thing. I'm dumb. You see? You see how dumb I am at the moment I'm doing this video? So pages here is reactive on new. And on the list we got the props, define props. Check. Alright, cool. So maybe I'm going to empty the cache because I found it really weird. Undefine. Okay, cool. So props pages. So why it doesn't work? And if I pass an array like this, so let's try with ref. I think it's going to be exactly the same. All right, so I get a deep object. No, sorry about that, guys. So what we got to do is to deeply assign data. And okay, cool. So instead of doing that, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to deeply assign pages this way. So state.pages is equal to data. So I'm going to pass state.pages. You will understand quickly. Okay, cool. Pages is not defined. Where are you, bro? Ah, cool. There we go. So we got the list that is supposed to be here. Why does it go here? Interesting. It's pages and it's empty. There we go. We don't want the empty stuff there. It's pages list. Oh, cool. Do you code in Vue, Glory, or not? Tell me. Okay, so we still got the pages. So wait because I coded something. Okay, cool. Div, okay. Div vif props.pages. So it will never appear. And actually length give me some second. Props pages. Okay, there we go. So if props.pages is under one element. Okay, cool. So now we got it, and what we gotta create is our page item.view, which is exactly the same as class pages item, and again it's always the same. Yes, I love Vue. Yeah, it's amazing as a framework, isn't it? I love to play with page. I love to play with Vue. It's just such a pleasure. Props.page. I need to learn more. Yeah. Actually, we spend our life learning when we are a developer. I don't know for you, but for me, I spend my time learning. So here I got my It doesn't come from, it comes from pages. Pages item. Find him. This is a good channel for me. Yeah, because I'm doing a lot of Vue. Import page item from, maybe you could find it, please. Components, the slash, of course, page slash item.vue. I think it's gonna learn. I'm not obliged to put item this way. V4. So item index in props.pages, and the key would be, of course, index, and the page would be page, because here we get this. We got a page item. Update. Yeah, I work a lot on Vue, I gotta say. It's a framework that I'm working with since a lot of years, and it's always a pleasure to work with. It's just that here sometimes I have trouble because I'm learning Vue free. I mean, I'm not learning Vue free. I work a lot with Vue free, but there's a lot of contracts that I do that are still on Vue 2, and I don't play a lot with Vue free. I mean, I know Vue free by heart, but I don't play that much with Vue free, and that's a problem. The only time I can create my own project is the time I'm doing those lives. So yeah, not everyone produce content like you. That's very nice. Thank you, Glory. That's very, very nice. You are very nice, Glory. Since how long do you follow this channel? Pages item. Yannick. Salut Guillaume, petit coucou en passant, je viens seulement de rentrer, malheureusement je regarderai le replay avec plaisir, bonne fin de stream. Salut Yannick, j'espère que tu vas bien, merci pour ton message, c'est très très sympa, merci beaucoup. If you don't know what happened, Yannick just gave me a very nice message here on the chat. I'm sorry Yannick, but you will see in the stream that I spent a lot of time on a dumb problem at the beginning. But anyway, that's life. I hope you will enjoy. So I got my page item here, and I want to create something. I'm going to open Adobe XD, because on Adobe XD I still got the option there, and here I want to hide that. And remember, we want something that looks a bit like this, and we miss some data. So let's go back on page item, and there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns, let's say 8 columns. Let's say that we will get 8 columns. So page item will be a grid course of 8. Of course, it would be a grid course of 8. Then it will be a border slate 300. All right, it will be a py of 3, a px of 5, and it would be rounded lg, and I think we're good. So I got this. All right, cool. How long will this series last? I don't know, my friend, because it's my first live series that I'm doing, and I'm trying to do my best to do it as fast as possible, but I mean, in live it's still different. It's always different, actually. So yeah, pages list empty. Where is that? No, it's py actually. Pages list. It's better. That's it. That's what we want. Actually, we don't want it py stuff. Yeah, exactly. So remember, we have an avatar item that is here, and we've got data on the page. So actually we miss some stuff. So we gotta come back on our page, SQL editor. Okay guys, I'm going to switch camera. There. I'm going to make a quick pause. I'm going to come back really soon. Sorry for that, Glory, and sorry for the other person that are watching. I'm making a pause and I come back really soon, okay? All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry for this time. So, allez, let's go. So we have our element there. And actually, I'm gonna put first avatar. Okay, cool. So I got a W for now. And I already see that on my PY, I prefer to have something this. I'm gonna get back on Twitter and say again that I'm live because I want to share my... Yes, that's cool. Check, I'm gonna copy paste this. I'm still live. All right. So we've got this with this W. I don't know what it is. I think it's by default we've got a letter, something like this. I'm going to see just after. So then we have some kind of div, which is h3 font bold. And here we have page off. So it's not supposed to be page off actually. It's supposed to be, let me get back in here, page, and there we go. And let's call that resume. And it's going to be, yeah. Page.resume. Page.resume. Okay. And in here we're gonna pass name, and it's going to be props.page.name. And if I get back and I update, okay, so let's look at props.page.name. There is nothing. There is no name to this page. Let me get back on the table of the page. There is no name. So Alberto, if my friend Alberto is watching this, I'm sorry for that. So we got page of Alberto. Okay, cool. That's cool. I'm hurt. So here we want to have a class called span. Well, I think it can work this way. Okay, let's go back on Tailwind CSS and check at the call span. Call span n. Look, it's supposed to work. Call span 3. All right, cool. So now we've got a div there, and it's going to take call span 4, this one. Hey, so class call span 4. So hey, it's supposed to be big. And then there's the last one that's supposed to be here. Okay, so we've got call span 2 there. Okay, so the avatar is not supposed to be here, but div.call span 1. And then the avatar inside. So 1, 2, oh yeah, I understand. Better. So here we just put that, but actually it's this. Yes, it's way better. And then, so 2, 4, 1, 1, it's supposed to be 8. And I think we're good. I don't think a grid is the best thing. I think that flex with item standard justify between is the best. Just between here I don't know what we have for justify. Ah, God. Yes, I think it's better. So now we've got a px of 4 and a py of 2. And actually the py is supposed to be 3. Flex grow 1. Okay. Ah no, sorry, we are not in it's supposed to be grow and not grow 1. Okay, cool. Okay, so text left. Flex grow 1 doesn't work. It's grow. There we go. So class m right. Let's put a mr2, mr4 actually. Okay, page of Alberto. This is done. We got X day left. Let's get back here. Date left. Otherwise, we would have a finished, and finished would be actually finished would be on general. But with a capitalized letter. Text slate. I think we put 300 until now, no? Page dot left and end at, and here is going to be date. X days left. Do you remember? I think we already find something like this. I think if we do blah blah blah, we arrive on the page and we get this. This is what we want. So basically on the ID page, I'm supposed to have it. Where is it? Where is it? Payment module. I think it's in stats, by the way. Well, actually we could take those stats and just show it them here. Yes, I think it's what we want. Exactly. I'm too dumb. Let's let that here, and here we're gonna put the stats, and of course stats what it is. Does it will understand? So we got the stats here with the page, which is props page. Page, which is props.page, whatever. And up there we got stats from component stats. And hat here can be the same. Cool. So where are we now? Where are we here? Yes. A few seconds ago that left. Okay. So we put our grow there, but actually it's not here. Okay, page of Alberto. But by the way, all of this is going to be cursor pointer. Cursor pointer, there we go. Okay, then we got undefined, we got donators, and here we clearly see that there are already problems because this MB8 has no sense. And we want item start. All right, and by default, Okay, so we need raise in our model. So let's get back in the database and the page there, and let's work on this model. So we're gonna add a column, and this column is going to be raised, and there it's going to be an integer. Integer, where are you? Integer. Let's put 250 and let's save that. Okay, so we updated our model. I'm dumb or what? I should not do that, sorry guys. It's supposed to be 8 this way. No, it's very dumb. Let's put a numeric, okay, and it's null by default. All right, so it worked. Now I gotta go back on my pages, and I got Alberto, and there is okay, 250. If I update, okay, good, we've got it. And on donators, it's the same. We're supposed to have people who give, but we will deal with that later. The avatar, what is it? I should have put small, I think, on my item. So there I'm going to put small. Maybe it's going to be better. All right, cool. It's way better. A few seconds ago left. Ah, I know what we're gonna add more. We're gonna add a on pages there. We're gonna add a view count. So let's go there. It's going to be views. Do we need to use an integer or a float? I don't know. Let's put a big number of views on every page for the moment. So basically here I'm going to remove this. Okay, it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be 0 by default. Okay, so on my stats there, remember I get my page with an item, and if it's value donator or value, no, not and that, but views, we're just gonna bring it back. Okay, so general.views. That's where we need numeral. So did we install numeral? So I'm going to go to package.json, and we've got install numeral. So what I can do is numeral. Import for me numeral, please. Okay. Yes. I think this is a bit obvious. So we've got donators, which will be so numeral of string. If I remember well, its format. Let's see. What? Has this page got really 43 million of views? I think so.
Good earth is rich. It can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful.
Okay, there is this B that is useless there. Okay. Numeral format, let me check. It's an A. It's not a, yeah. It's an A. Yes, cool. same as raised. That's what we want instead. If I put 0A, is it going to work or no? No, actually we're gonna let string there. All right. So we got our stats, and here 0 donator, 0 donator. Okay, 0 donator. If it's donator, it's going to be something else. And of course, there will be 0 donator very often. Object else if value is donator, return to me string or 0. Okay, cool. 0 donator. That's it. Now we want a grid calls of 4 actually. And a few seconds ago, it's not possible. So we gotta add a new thing to our table. So let's go back here. Let's go there, and we have an end at, which is actually a date. So you see, little by little, we build our model. And here, let's say that the end of the date would be 003/2023. Finish. I'm going to update that. 9 years ago. What happened? Okay, let's get back. Okay, cool. So let's console log this string. Okay, it's empty. Let's look at how the props page is displayed. Oh, we had a handout, which is new. Okay, let's, maybe I was wrong on the, Alberto is first now? Ah, yes, Alberto is first. Okay, cool. So it's me, so it's supposed to work now. 3 months left. Okay, cool. 3 months left, 0 donator. There is a lot of views, but no donator. So we got our page there. And of course, we want to add these little elements that I'm going to add just now. The statistic this way, I like it. I like it. All right, so now on my ID, so it's not on my ID page, it's on my item there. I will get either a copy link paragraph p.text slate 300.text LG, which will be copy link. Cool. Maybe text slate 400, way better. And when I click on it, I will copy the link of the page. On the PY, it's not enough. Okay, PX. Actually, yeah, what we can do is this directly. All right, page of Alberto. Jack. And we got the copy link, but also we got social media such as Facebook and Instagram. I never go to Instagram. Do you guys? You go to Instagram? Never go. Icons. Instagram. I'm not a big fan actually of Instagram. That's the thing. So I'm going to copy paste. I want a fake one. a real fake one. I think this one is fake. Okay, I copy it as a component, and on my icons here, I got Instagram. Oh, sorry. Instagram.view. All right, cool. All right. And down there, I'm going to type Instagram. Cool. I got copy link, so also I got Glory, only Twitter. Yes, you go on Twitter. That's cool, my friend. I have Twitter. I don't know if you follow me. So we got Instagram. Now we've got Facebook. Facebook, bro. I want a rounded one. I mean a rounded. This one looks cool. Okay, view. I'm going to import my icon there. Yes, I think it's better to create your icon as a view file instead of having an image, because you can act on it. So Facebook view. I'm going to take Facebook. Okay, let's get back on it. So I got my two elements there. And I want to have flex item sender. Okay, and I want to have also text slate on everything. So do you think I can do this? Okay, text. Oh wait, okay, text LG. Wow. 32 pixels would be a lot. Let's put instead 24. All right, cool. And let's put a bit of space, mx2, and class ml2 better. All right. We missed some colors. We missed some colors there. But anyway, so let's say that when we're gonna click on this copy link. On hover, we want text, pink, gap. Yes, a gap, but only on grid gap. Because this one, it's not going to work. Okay, and when I want to click on copy link, so we will deal with those buttons later. It means that later when we're going to click on Facebook or Instagram, it's going to create an already made link, maybe with an image, statistic or something else. We'll see. Okay, so I'm tired of doing this. I'm going to do page is equal to props.page. I think we're gonna have a page.id. Yes! So we can copy the link, which will be actually the basic URL of our app. And I think it's going to be, let's create it now. https:/welcomebaby.app/ and here we will get the page ID. Well, it's not the page ID. If you remember well, here we've got a URL with hello and cuckoo. So it's page URL, and when we're gonna click, there we go, we will have this. So cool. But when we click on it, we want to have a message that appear instead. And we want this message to be copied. So instead of having this, okay, we're gonna have a span. You will understand what I'm doing now. Class hover. And also, we wanna have, oh, it's not copy link, of course. How dumb I am. And we will get, of course, a copied, which will be... Okay, cool. So, general and copy link. General dot copy link. And after that, we will have a copied. But copied should not appear this way. So why do we get a P? Actually, it's a div. And also we want to have a thumbs. There we go. Hey Dev, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you. So when I click there, I hope you are doing well. Up check, I'm going to make V reactive. Yes. All right, cool. So copied false. And what we want to have is VF copied and then V else. And between that, we want to have a transition element, transition group actually. Ah, it doesn't want to make it. And we want to have a name of fade. So we're going to check that. Okay, so when I'm going to click, it will copy the link. Really happy from Cameroon. Hey, that's cool. That's cool, from Cameroon. Are you developing in Vue.js or not? Did you already try to develop with Vue.js? So we got our console log, and what I want to have is a set timeout. And we want to have to 3000 seconds. Okay, so state.copied will turn on true, and after some second we will turn on false. You will see why. So when I will click, okay. Oh God. Not yet. React.js is mine. Amazing. Dude, I'm going to make a live about Next.js and React.js in the next days when I will finish this app. So look, you see? And after some minutes, it comes back. But there is this dirty effect that I don't like. So I'm going to apply a width. All right. So there is no transition group founded. So what I'm going to do for now is this. Cool. Width of 34. Dev, I don't know if you use Tailwind CSS with React, but actually, as you see here, the CSS that I'm using right now, it comes from Tailwind. So I don't know if you know Tailwind CSS. It's just amazing. Look, you write some code and it does this. It's just amazing. I love it. Okay, so we have our copy link element, and I want to have text right for that. So when I click on it, copied, looks good. Yeah, you like it, huh? It's cool. So now it doesn't copy for me the link, And what I want to do, and actually I want exactly the same on this. So what I'm going to do is text hover this way. Okay. So you see when I pass my mouse, it goes the same color of it. Okay, cool. So now when I copy the link, I want to copy the link. So it's there's a view. So a view copy string, view clipboard. There we go. View clipboard 2. Tailwind is fire. Absolutely, dude. It's totally the fire. I love it. It's just that I'm a huge fan of. Tailwind. I'm going to build again every of my app with Tailwind because it's so powerful. I know there is Vue.js clipboard, but with JavaScript, is there a way to copy to clipboard? And I think so. Check. Navigator, copyright text. I'm not sure this one is working. All right, let's try it. So we got an async component, and what we're gonna copy paste is this one. I don't think navigator clipboard white text. I think it's working, but I'm not really sure. But let's update. I'm copy paste. Oh my god, it's working. Oh la la, that's life. That's life. That's life. And if I go there, copied. Okay. So another thing that we want to do is that when we click on this, we want to go to router push, and we want to go to page. Actually, we want to go to the page URL, which is up there. And what we can have is a computed property. So I'm going to use computed. Yes, and I'm going to return. And I got to use computed. And we're going to have a const page URL, which is a computed property that we change on the fly. So we're gonna try this. Let's update. If I copy paste and I go there. Okay, so I got an object. Is that value? I love asking those questions. And there we go. So I got my value there. And when I'm gonna click, I'm going to go on router push page URL. Okay, so the problem is that here I have to prevent. Where is it? Because when I click prevent, I think it's this way. No. I was good, guys. I was good. It's really page URL and not this. Yes, you see. Bam. Okay. So to prevent this click, I had the question on a Facebook group the other day. And to prevent that, I think it's this one. Otherwise, there's an easy way to do it, which is really funny. What we can do is directly to do this. And the div. No. So let's look again. Got 2 clicks on the same stuff. If you got the solution, tell me. How can I click on an element and click on its parent? Click parent and click children. Click stop. There we go. It's this. On the parent you get a normal click, and on the children you get a click stop. That's cool. That's really cool. Okay. Did we reach the 400? Let me look at that. Did we reach the 400 followers? Not yet. Bam! We gotta reach the 400 followers. Okay, so create a new page there. There we go, we've got our page there. And if we go to the page, we got this. So now, all right, 3 months left. I'm going to just finish this because I don't like to let it like this way. So stat class MB8. It's better. Cancel. All right, and we're gonna pass no views because we don't want to have the views. No views, which will be a boolean. And where we are, grid calls for. How are we gonna do with that? All right, cool. And if there is no props, okay, we're gonna get columns number, which would be a function. And actually, if props.noView, we're gonna return what? We're gonna return grid calls free. Otherwise, we're gonna return grid calls 4. And instead of having this, we're gonna have a dynamic class that is working for us, that is get columns number. Okay, if there is no view, no, it's 4. It's the opposite, sorry. Okay, maybe not. Here we're supposed to have 4 elements, we're supposed to have 3. Okay, so I was good. But there is still this stuff, format string. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to create a reactive list. I'm going to save this. All right, and instead of having what is list? No, I don't need that. I can do a computed property. And if initial, otherwise you return initial. So we want to remove, so in JavaScript, okay, JavaScript, to remove an element from an array, you use the filter. Okay, so prototype filter, all right? So what I want to do is to say initial is equal initial.filter x, okay, different the views of views. So let's see if it works this way. No views is not defined. Yes, sorry, props.no views. All right, cool. So we still get views. Okay, we still get views. Okay, there we go. So now we need our columns. Get columns number. There we go. Okay, cool. That's it. So now let's get back. Okay, here we see that we got 4 columns. And when I get back to the page, we got 3 columns. That's what I did by creating this function that calculates for me if there is no views or not. And here the same. So basically, if there is the props, we change the grid columns and then we change also the list. We don't want to have the view public. We just want to have the views on the owner of the page. Let me get back there, and that's it, I think. Well, that's cool. All right, guys. This is the end of this live. Every time I think that I'm going to do it faster, I don't know why. Thank you very much for watching it. Next time, what we're going to do is when we're going to click there, there will be the page. So without the donation stuff, but the page information, etc., etc. And also what we're gonna do here is that we are going to set up the create new page here. Okay. That's long, that's very long, but that's how we learn, doing little by little. Well, thank you very much for watching these lives. It's very nice, guy, and if you didn't subscribe, please subscribe, because it's really helped me. It's a lot of pleasure to do these lives with you, and I hope you learn a lot with me. At least I'm doing my best to teach you everything that I know. Yes, we keep in touch. Next time we finish this stuff with Supabase. Today was a messy live because Supabase didn't work at first. But we will make it. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. See you.